What are these lightweight flexible items made of plastic and metal? These mystery objects were found in a pair and are about 11 inches long. They bend in the middle quite easily. The metal part doesn't have much resistance. No identifying markings. Any ideas? It looks like an internal part for a patella or knee stabilizer. They work in combination with the central straps to provide excellent support for the patella. It is ideal for those with jumper's knee, runner's knee, mild knee ligament sprains, and also arthritic knee. What is this mallet-like wooden device with two small handle-like pegs? I found it in a relative's place, possibly a kitchen utensil. The small peg is cut at an angle. I called it a mallet, but it's probably not a mallet. It has few marks of being hit. Looks like it may be for helping make pasta or something. The head is about 10 centimeters long and 5 centimeters in diameter. The long handle is about 22 centimeters long. What is it? It's a wooden pull-tab tin can opener, a device to help those with arthritis, limited finger dexterity, or limited finger strength to open tin cans with pull tabs. What is this rail at the shallow end of the in-ground pool? I recently purchased a house with a pool. We figured out what most of the pieces are for, but we don't have any idea about what the purpose of this long rail is. It is in the shallow end of the pool and is not attached to stairs or a ladder. The pool guys didn't know what it was either, so I'm hoping you can help. I believe this is a deck-mounted therapy bar. It is designed mounted on top of the deck and extends into the water of the therapy pool, commercial pool, and residential pool. My wife is a swimmer and a back surgery contestant. She says resistance bars need to be underwater unless you want to be inversely waterboarded. Yet she does physical therapy at the community center which has bars like this. Low gravity is needed when you can't do the basics on land. What is this old handheld tool-looking thing? The material has a solid weight to it while not being too heavy. There are grooves around the middle and one hole in the middle that doesn't go all the way through. This object has been in our family for over 90 years, and no one in the family has been able to tell what it is. It had been rumored throughout the years that it was Native American as my grandmother lived on a reservation for a short time as a child, but again, no one could confirm. There is some wear on the tip like it could have been used maybe for sharpening or maybe starting fires. Any ideas? That is a Native American Indian war club head, dating to the 19th century. This is a bi-point, conal-shaped, hand-carved, and scrapped stone head that used to be secured to a stripped wood haft handle and secured by a wrapping of parfleche. The haft end has been pressed into a carved hole in the bottom of the head. What is this red rubber strip? Around 6 inches long, weight on both ends and flexible. With the words Historic City Market, Charleston, South Carolina. I have Googled this, but have no idea as to what the item could be. Any ideas? That is a page holder for something like a cookbook called Bookbone. It holds books open, and you can turn the page with one hand, and it won't slide off even when the book is tilted. It also works as a handy jar opener. Just wrap the Bookbone around the jar lid, squeeze the ends together, and twist. What is this wooden pole attached to a piece of rectangular metal that is about 2 pounds? There's a raised hole about 4 inches deep that leads to a small slit that's on the bottom of the metal piece. Has Durham written on both sides. I tried looking it up on Google, but couldn't find anything. Any ideas? That could be a tool for spreading hot tar to repair cracks in tarmac called asphalt smoothing iron. It is an ideal tool for tight areas where the roller can't reach. It has a cast iron head and provides a finishing touch. What is this hinged flap on the back of the seat in front of me on this flight? It's not strong enough to hold up any of the literature in the pocket in place. Any ideas? This is for tablets to be placed between the top clip and a ledge. With the flap below, it should be configurable for easy viewing. It also works on phones, but not the very small ones. What is this brass US button type thing? I found it with replica Civil War belt buckles, around 1 inch in diameter. It really doesn't seem to be for textile clothing. I thought it might be for the leather of some horse tack, but can find nothing similar online. The design seems appropriate for the US Civil War era. What is it? It's for a bayonet scabbard hanger. This socket bayonet is the standard model 1873, made between 1873 to 1890. The leather frog was made late in production and intended as a replacement for the worn-issued types. What is this hollow wooden box, about 18 inches tall? One of the four sides has a horizontal slot above a ledge, and every side has two small circular holes and two vertical slits. The top is plain and flat like a tabletop. The inside of the box is hollow except for two horizontal wooden rods, which was found in the basement of a house, where it was enclosed in a black plastic trash bag. All of the other items stored near it were ordinary, recognizable wooden furniture. There is no writing anywhere on this box. Any ideas? It's a simple box hive for beekeeping. It has a landing stage for the bees and rails inside to place the frames onto. What are these double triangle reinforcing membranes and columns or pillars? Looks like a Star of David, but it's just due to the structural practicality of triangles. I googled around medium thoroughly and couldn't find a match. Most columns, pylons, etc. are spiral wound with rebar around the perimeter. Any ideas? They are used for dock pilings. They are vinyl fiberglass composite marine piling, engineered and designed by and for the marine contracting industry. The hexagram design is extruded as an internal webbing to enhance the structural properties. All the triangles work together to make the piling stronger and stiffer, while also helping reduce weight and costs. What is this sharp metal stick with two different sides? The first photo has three visible numbers engraved into the middle part. On the other side, there is a Star of David. The object is 15 centimeters long, and there are two holes drilled into it for the two rings, which are the only things that can move. I have no other information than I have given. Any ideas? That is a vintage Moroccan Berber fibula, used for fastening garments probably from the 1930s. The use of fibulas is ancient and was already common in Roman times. The tradition has survived in northern Africa, where elderly rural people are still using fibulas to fasten their clothing. They are locally called tizerzai. What is this unknown brass-like tool with rotating outer arms? The center arm raises and lowers when the crank is tuned. The travel can be set with a small nut above the crank handle. Outer arms can pivot 180 degrees. What is it? I think this is a scale model of a split rim spreader, a tire changing tool. It's a hand tool for changing old car or truck tires. As best I can figure, it spreads rims for 20 to 26 inches rim size tires. What is this silver serving dish with a little opening on the side, about 15 centimeters long and 7 centimeters wide? I found it with a Daniel and Arter teapot, but I can't be sure if there's any relation. Found in Alberta, Canada. I have looked around on most silver appraisal sites and asked an antique expert, as well as eBay and Etsy for similar objects. Any leads would be appreciated. It's a spoon warmer designed by British designer Christopher Dresser in the 1800s. It is some of the most forward-thinking of the 19th century. What is this thing? Size of a toaster made from cast iron and steel. Doesn't have any writing on it except H42B on the side of the frame. It has quite a lot of moving parts. Most prominent are the wheels with numbers on them. It was found in Berlin. It seems like exterior housing is missing. Some other parts could be missing too. Looks like it could be used for imprinting numbers on a piece of paper. The wheels appear to have the days of the week and the time of day on them. What is it? Please tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.